Hello everyone, hello. This video is going out just a little later. I normally film on either a Friday or a Saturday, but I don't know. I've been really busy and feeling a little low energy, so yeah. But I did want to get this one out. So it is the 21st today, and it hopefully is going out that day. This is going to be a short one. I am just going to do my A5. Well, I think I might do my health one too. I don't know. We'll see. This is probably only going to be about 15-20 minutes, something like that. But I needed to see kind of like how everything maps out this week. I am using this washi tape, which is new, and I need my scissors to cut this because this is not something I can tear. Yeah. So I'm also filming in natural light, so there's some shadows here, but I didn't really, because this is so quick, I am just using natural light. It is actually just raining the tiniest bit, and let's see, I might use that. And I might use that. We'll see. Yeah. So yesterday was my birthday, and I just went out a little bit in the evening. I had to do a return, and I think I overdid it a little bit. Just a lot. Let's see. I think I just want to put this at the bottom. And I got my free coffee for the day, for your birthday, you know. Was kind of getting some birthday perks yesterday, because that's important, right? See if I can hold that down here and line that up. Yeah, it was warm here in the Seattle area, but this next week should be a bit cooler, and I very much welcome it. It's been it's been about 80 for the last, I don't know, 5 days almost. But it'll be more in the 70s this next week. So, yeah, that works. And I wanted to pop on and say hi, and also just, as I said, like really see how this week is looking. Keeping it simple. Let's see. This is a little brighter yellow. I was about to just highlight up here, but I think I'll have, I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to do, sometimes I do the top, sometimes I do, no, I go about one down. Okay. I'm going to put like top 3. Whoa, I almost messed that up. In yellow, since there's just kind of like a little bit of yellow. There's a little purple down here too. But then I'll put green kind of for the rest of these. I think I might just go to there. And basically, tomorrow I have an appointment at 10. I need to get there a little early, and I don't think it's going to be super long. So what I found out was that my doctor is having a kind of like a liaison to, like a med liaison. They're pharmacists, and so they're doctors as well. But they don't make the decisions in what my meds are. They just help coordinate and talk with my doctor about it. So it kind of takes off the burden from my doctor a bit. But I need to go meet them in person to talk about things. I did get a lab back, and it's not great. Some of my numbers are going up when they're supposed to be going down. So I'm not terribly surprised. I was hoping things were working a little better with the Stelara due to my Crohn's, and it just isn't being as effective as I was on Entyvio before that. And I need to communicate with them that I want to go back to it. It was confusing when my old doctor, since December, this is my third GI because someone left in between and I did not like my previous doctor. So I'm having to explain, like, no, the last one was working, but he chose to take me off of it, and it was frustrating. So I have that, and then also from, I think I want to give a little space, from 9 to noon, we have the AC, they're coming to plan to put the AC in, and so there's a window for someone to come and do that. So those kind of overlap. My husband will be here to take care of that. But that was kind of complicated tomorrow. I also have, let's see, here's my schedule. Okay, so I got both of those on. Do I have anything else? And normally I put out Ridwell, which is like a pay for like additional recycling program that is here. It's in a lot of cities now. You might want to check to see if you have it, but they are changing up the days that I am. Let's see, do I want it yellow? Yeah, I think I want yellow to stand out. So here is where I'm just doing regular recycling. And then I want to check here for Smith. And then this is when the recycling is picked up. And then this is when that is dropped off. But it's been so nice to have like Ridwell and our recycling synced up. So it was like the same week. But now they are skipping this week and moving it to next week and changing the day. So it's just going to be a little different. I have a feeling they're not going to keep it there because they're going to run into all I think it's going to be hard for them to park because all of the trash cans are out. I think they're going to have to move it again, but oh well. And then I have a meeting on the Wednesday. I have a Zoom. And then, let's see. And then we have family. I think they're coming early. I'm going to just put a line down this whole part. So we had family fly in last week. And another reason why we're kind of tired. And they went on a cruise and then they're coming back and they are going to have most of this day to spend with us. But as everyone knows, on Friday there was like this big tech outage and there's so many flights being canceled and moved, and we're not sure if they're going to make it out on time. We're actually kind of keeping it on the back burner that they might have to stay with us until Friday. I would not be surprised. So we had a great day with them when they arrived, but and then maybe we're going to see if my husband goes to this dentist appointment. It's a new dentist that he went and saw, but this is not the place that did his work. But it is possibly his new dentist. So we'll see. And then I have, 2:45, 2:30-ish. I have my PCP then. This is helping already to really see everything. And then I have my first shingles vaccination on Saturday, which I'm going to be out for the weekend. It's just not going to be great. So, Yeah, that's how my week looks. That's good. Okay. So like top 3 is going to be my meds. I'm hoping they'll kind of we just need to make a plan. I had my shot not too long ago, so I can't like next week go and get anything else. I need to wait a little bit, but we need to come up with a plan. I kind of know a plan. What I'd like to do is like double up on the Stellar since I have a shot sitting here. And then transition at the 8-week point, which I normally all these meds are like 8 weeks apart. Sometimes they're a little sooner if you need more support. What I'm thinking is like at 4 weeks, Stellara, and because it's just not as effective. And then at 8 weeks, go back to the Entyvio, which will have to be some loading doses. So for these, I don't know about other like health conditions, if there's loading doses. I'm assuming that's kind of across the board. If you're taking some kind of biologic or some kind of infusion, that you'll have like a loading dose. But yeah, I'll have to go back through the loading dose. Now, I tolerated Entyvio incredibly well. I think it made me a little bit more tired, but I also found it more effective. So, yeah, let's see. What else do I need to put on here? And do I want to jump in? I think I might jump in and do my health one real quick. My B6, you know, it's a lot to set up, but as you can see, like I can see really clearly here what I need to do. I can make a little to-do list across the side there and kind of work from there, but I don't have like room to do like long to-do lists though. I'm looking here to see what I need to put on here. So my pharmacy and then family. I didn't put my shot here. Okay. So that's at 2 p.m. My pen's running out. Let's see. I'm going to grab another pen. I've been having some pen problems. Where's another pen? Right here. Right on screen. I need to do some refills. And also, I just... like, I keep getting out all my planners. And there's like 3 planners, right? I only have 2 pens. And I'm like, where is... It's kind of like... oh, what is it called? The game where musical chairs. It's like that. I feel like they keep moving around. Let's put the tape down. WASHI. This is that smooth tape that I just love to kind of like feel in my planner. It's almost like a little sensory boost. And I love it. Let's see if I can cut this. What else? Oh, Sephora has like a little birthday thing that I did yesterday. So I bought perfume. Perfume is like the thing that I've been loving for the past year. It's just, I find it so fascinating, the combination of scents. It's like, there are some scents when they, like, I don't think I could like name out, oh, this scent, these notes and stuff, but I do read through the notes now to see if, and it's like the the Aurora Borealis, the aromas, like I can read through the actual, like, okay, it has vanilla and this and that, and go, oh, okay, I'd probably like that because I like these other ones. Taking a guess on that. There we go. And then to be able to read through those notes also and kind of imagine the scents. And so it was nice to be able to go in yesterday and actually try out some, because I really don't go to in person to many things anymore. And try out some scents that I heard people talking about And I was like, this one, I was like, oh, I really want to try that. I almost like, sometimes I buy just the samples, like on Mercari or something. People have like this big lot of a bunch of samples. And I know they're not technically for sale or anything, but like you're not supposed to sell them that way. But lots of people do. And I get a lot of my samples that way. And I don't mind paying like $10, you know, for a bunch of things. And I do want to go out and, because I haven't gone to like a Macy's or a Nordstrom. Because there's this one, I think I might have mentioned it, Rodriguez, Narcisse. As like, I know I'm probably, this is not the first name. Let's see if I can bring it up. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going here because I have it bookmarked here. And I think it's Narciso. Narciso. It's spelled Narciso, but when I looked it up, it was a ch sound. Rodriguez. And I really love this scent that was called Musk, M-U-S-C, Nude. Yeah, I got a little sample of that, and I'm like, oh, that smells amazing. So, but I wanted to go and check that out. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, yesterday I was checking out like the Giorgio Armani ones. I was trying the ocean one. I had heard another person, I think it was Seaweed Kisses. This is not the day for me to like remember names, but I'm trying really hard. And I think she had just shared her, where is it? Here it is. Yeah, Seaweed Kisses. She had just shared her what's in my bag, and she kept mentioning like the ocean scent that they have. She just loves it so much. That's like her everyday. And I love that when people have like, this is my scent that I wear every day. I don't usually wear one every day. I mix it up constantly because it just depends what kind of mood I'm in. But I tried it out because I thought, oh, it probably smells pretty good if she's like wearing it every day. And it just wasn't my thing. And everyone has their own opinion. Like, you like what you like, right? And it was just so fascinating to me I kept smelling it going, I wanted to love it. I love the ocean. I love anything with a water name. And I couldn't do it. I'm like, no, I wouldn't use this. But that's the thing. And also, I know people also combine scents. So I'm kind of trying to see if I can do that. Like I could combine and do kind of a signature scent that way. It's tricky. It's tricky. But I actually, I'm sure there's channels out there that cover that kind of thing. But I had only heard it from a few people. And so I was let's see. I think the one that I combined was like a Bath and Body and a Zara. And they're both like really potent, but it was so funny. It was Kathleen Illustrated. I love her stuff. She's so creative and she does a lot of thrifting, and she was walking in New York City and she was walking behind someone and she's like smelling them for a couple blocks. And she's like, that is just so amazing. So she kind of caught up with her and said, what scent are you wearing? And she said it was like, I think it's Into the Night at Bath and Body, which is actually a pretty good scent. I don't really buy any Bath and Body anymore. But I have to say, I do like that one. I just don't like fruity that much. And a lot of their stuff it's just like a little overpowering for me. And I don't do fruity, or like, I'll do vanilla, but not like food scents. I'm not a huge pumpkin. Sometimes again, in the fall, sometimes for a month, I can do something pumpkin, but everybody's nose is different. So she did that in a Zara. What was it? Let's see if I can look that up. Because I got that. I buy a lot of perfumes that I love. Like, I want like a bigger bottle on Mercari where someone's used part of it and they just don't like it. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll take the rest because it's at a discount and I don't need like a full bottle of it. Let's see. It was a while back. It was Zara Red Temptation. And I got like I mean, that's not an expensive set. So that was like $20. And then someone was selling the Bath and Body Into the Night for $5. So, and those are like big bottles, but they're also not like expensive. But they are, the Zara is just a couple drops will do you. Yeah, I love talking about perfumes. I find it really fascinating. Lunch, dinner, snack. I do feel good getting this done. I don't know if I'm going to use my B6 this week. It's just the summer. It's kind of why people do the one book for summer for July. And I thought about doing it, and then I forgot. And then halfway through, I saw everybody popping up with their one book July, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could have done that. What else do I want to highlight? I don't think I want to highlight these. And my meds. I did get a little caught up with some of these. All these times and things are in my phone. I got caught up with some of my sleep. Like, I guess I got caught up literally with some of my sleep, but also with, I don't know if I want to do that. I guess I still want to do that. A lot of it's in my phone. So then I just transfer it over just to see. Because seeing it in my phone does not give me, they don't give a weekly like comparison or a monthly. Whereas this, I can flip through it really quick. Yeah, okay. I think that's, I guess this was water here. Okay. Oh, I did pick a card. So, and ironically, like just an hour ago is when Biden dropped out of the race. But I'm not going to go into specifics about politics, but I think you can tell from my planning kind of which way I'm leaning. And I picked this one, picked Justice. And so I wanted to write that one down on here real quick. It says, all your actions have a ripple effect. Is your future and past self proud? So I wanted to, I think, put it right down here. So let me do that. And I'll be right back. So let's see. I think it should be like are your, and I think it's ripple, I guess it's effect. Past selves, I guess it would be selves if it was plural. Anyway, I am not really good with grammar, but sometimes when I see it and I need it corrected, I feel kind of like looking at that. So, yeah, I just found it kind of interesting to think about, we can change our minds. we can change our minds and we can learn and grow. And as I've said before, like, if your past self isn't making you cringe, you probably aren't growing a whole lot. But I'm talking about over years and years. Like, I'm not talking about like, oh, did you grow from last week? Because we all grow at different, rates. And we can only comprehend things so fast. That's the other thing. It's like, you have to really absorb it in and take the time and really understand things. And sometimes that takes a while. And to really kind of look at things at different perspectives. Yeah. So I'm trying to think if I can write anything down here before I go. Let's see. I want to get my meds. Oh, there's a website. One of my last website clients, we're trying to launch her site. That's why I have a Zoom with her. It's been years, and so it's like, can we get it out there? We'll see. We'll see. It's like all the stuff that I can do is halted. Like, I'm just waiting for her. But if she has it already, then it'll take like a week or so for us to get it out there. And then we're going to see about family. That's the biggest thing. I have a feeling the website is going to take a little longer, and I'm going to I'll put shot down here because having the shot is important, but it's like, yeah, actually, health-wise, it's up here. So when you limit things to 3, I think it's really interesting to see how things are prioritized. Where you go, wait, what really matters the most here? And then, I went to the dentist last week, but then I'm like, I think that's the last time I'm going to that dentist. So we're going to see. My husband's going to this new one. That's the one I possibly want to try. So I want to look at, like, I don't need to go anytime soon, but just having on the radar of, I know when my next appointment is with my old one, so I might want to call the new one and see if I can get one around the same time. So I can just slide into the new one. Recycling is not that big of a thing to put on a sidebar. Oh, my PCP. That's just a yearly, I will just say this, if you don't have a PCP, please try to, if you can, have one. When things come up that are emergencies, it's really important that you have already been seeing someone. My mom is a retired nurse, and so she really doesn't do a lot medically for herself. It's like they make the worst patients, really. And she said that when she went to the ER a few weeks ago, she was like, it's so weird to be on the other side because she's been so healthy. Now, she has taken really good care of herself, but there have been a couple points where she should have gone in to have been taken care of, and she hasn't. It's kind of like that independence thing. But because she had a PCP, she had things on record that they could pull up there in the ER and see things. But as we're kind of trying to convince her to go to the eye doctor, that's a whole thing. She's like, well, nothing's wrong. I don't need to go. And then what we're trying to tell her is like, you need a baseline. If you have a PCP or dentist or vision doctor, like all of those, when you have things that are kind of more normal, or they find things that you think are normal, but they aren't. When you have like this normal baseline, you can go in and then see as things progress, if things are steadily getting worse, so they can track things. And I definitely was one of those people who didn't go for quite a bit. The doctor was scary, and I've had past experiences, not only with doctors, but in my past that made it hard to go to the doctor as well. And so it can be hard to go, well, I don't need it, but it's really important, yeah, to just have that baseline. And now I am so thankful. Like I've been under a microscope. That's what when you have so many chronic conditions, there's so much that they're looking at. There's so much that they can see is kind of on the normal side, so they can focus on other things. So if I had something on the typical side, start to do wonky things, they're going to pick up on that really quick. Even if I feel nothing, they might be able to see something before and they can take care of it quicker. And I definitely wish that I had done that sooner. Now, healthcare is a privilege, and here in the US, it's a very hard system to navigate. It's very hard to have coverage, all of that. So where I am right now is very privileged to have excellent healthcare right now. I think about that every day, because there have been times when we haven't had it, and we've been really lucky to have it when we absolutely needed it. So, but if you can, start seeing a PCP. Just go once a year. I go around my birthday because it makes it easy to remember. And I take my son around his birthday. Like, it's something that if you just kind of think of it as like this birthday gift of like, hey, I'm just checking in with myself. You can check in with yourself, like mentally and spiritually, but then also for your bodily health, just kind of see where things are at. And it can be scary if there's something that you've had for a long time. I know that feeling of like, I know something's not right, but I fear what they're going to say. That can be really hard too, but it's actually not as bad as you think it's going to be to go and talk to somebody. I'm not talking about what you're going through. I'm talking about like actually talking to somebody. I feel like the truth to me grounds me in what's the truth that's happening inside my body? What are these numbers? What these labs are saying this? So I need to pay attention to that and not just go off of only what I'm feeling. Now, like right now, I need to change my meds, and I'm going off of my feelings a lot for that too, of like, what is my body actually feeling compared to my labs? So that's going to be a whole experience on Monday. But yeah, my PCP here, like, I have like all women for all of my doctors except for this one. And I have to say, when I went and talked with him, he was like on top of everything. And I don't need him to give me like a full physical exam. I requested like, hey, I'm going to have my clothes on when you do my exam. You can request that, especially if you have like a gynecologist or other people that support other things for you. He does not need to do that. But they're trying to see other parts of you, see if there's anything else that's popping up. So, I really appreciate like how fast he works. Like, he can get things done really fast. And I think that's more important right now. Although there's other people supporting me right now. I may still find, a lady doctor. It just, right now it's working. I have women for all my other stuff, and they rock, they kick major butt. And I just feel really fortunate for that. So that I'm going to step off my soapbox for that, but just wanted to like recommend, just get one on the schedule, see about going. I know the fear is like, well, then there's all these things I'll have to take care of. And it's like, well, those things exist right now that need to be taken care of. It's not like they don't exist now, but that it is going to possibly fill up your schedule for you know, if they're like, oh, we're concerned about this, why don't you do another test? You can still say no if you feel like it's not right. And you can also, you know, fear going to the doctor because of certain conditions that you have. Whether they're just going to say, hey, lose some weight, which doesn't, sometimes it's laughable because that's not what's going to cure a lot of things. It can, in certain instances, like, yeah, but there's so many old school doctors that are like, these are your two problems. You're a lady and you need to lose some weight. It's like, no, those aren't. There's other things going on. So you have to sometimes go to another doctor, and that can be really tiring. So yeah, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of bias in medicine, a lot. And it's a lot of new science is coming out too, because some of the meds that I'm using have only been in existence for the last 10, sometimes 8 years, sometimes even less. There's some new stuff coming out. And so I am very appreciative of what some of the newer stuff is. Anyway, it's a very complicated subject, so I just want to touch upon that. And do what's right for you. Do what's right for you. Please take care of yourself. And here's this one. Keeping it really simple this week. Here's this one. That's all I'm doing this week. Take care, everyone. And if you like this, please like it on the way out. Subscribe if you want to hear some things. I very much wanted to put out a Wednesday video last week. I could not because our family arrived on Wednesday. We had a lot to get ready. So it just did not work out. But we'll see here. I'm hoping on Tuesday I can film something to come out Wednesday because the family comes in Thursday. Yeah. Take care, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.